Hi, it's Benjamin Boone, and I'm late for my interview on Halloween with Orion Weiss. So I'm going down the hall at California State University, Fresno to Andreas Wirtz's studio. Everyone's studying hard with Dr. Beeman. Okay, I hear him playing, so he's there, and I'm late, so I hope it's okay. Let's see, musicians like it when you knock. Let's listen, what is he playing? What is he playing? Hello, Orion? Is that you? Can we do the interview now? Donald Monroe from the Fresno Bee? Actually, what the heck are you doing here?
It's me, Ben.
Why are you here?
You know, Orion's flight got delayed, and I have to fill in. You know,
you're filling in tonight?
Just like, you know, he has done this with some of the great pianists of our time, and so I'm going to have to do the same for him.
I'm here.
Yay!
I sprinted through LAX and I made my flight, so I made it. I'm here.
Yay!
Well, that's good.
Back to writing, good, right? Donald.
Okay.
Greetings, we're here in Andreas Wirtz's studio at California State University, Fresno, and we're very pleased to welcome Orion Weiss, who just came in from New York last night.
That's
Greetings.
Right. Thank you, great to be here.
Thank you for being here. And we have a very special guest here. We have Donald Monroe from the Fresno Bee, and hopefully you've all read his interview with Orion in the Fresno Bee. So thank you for being here, Donald.
The Friday paper. So I had to talk with Orion on the phone so I could get the story in for my deadline.
So it's great that then you get to meet in person.
Exactly.
That's fabulous.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, first, I think one of the things that the audience members might be interested in, we just had a wonderful pianist in for the last Masterworks concert, right? Einar Barnaton. Do you know each other?
Enon and I, yes, we're friends. We've actually played a couple of things together. We don't live in the same neighborhood in New York. We live 5 miles from each other, but so maybe 4 or something. But yeah, we're great friends, and yeah, I love him. I wish I could have heard his concert. It was somewhere else. So
it was really great.
Yeah.
Everyone enjoyed it, and we're looking forward to yours too. He said you were a good guy.
Oh, that's nice of him.
Yeah,
he's a good. You already know he's a good guy,
yeah.
But I'll reconfirm
okay, well,
that.
That's good. So I understand that you recently got married.
Our musical connection was part of what helped us fall in love. We were on our earliest dates. We were reading Brahms' waltzes for 4 hands together. Actually, she said after we read them, I liked how you played that. And I said, oh wow, I have a chance with this girl. So yeah, and now we play together every chance we get, and traveling together is actually very convenient and fun and helpful now, especially that we have a 9-month-old baby.
Right.
So that's she, who's maybe also a pianist. We don't know yet, but.
Well, I understand you have a very interesting way of introducing her to the piano. Do you want to share that with the audience?
Oh, well, so she's already well acquainted with the way the keyboard works, the layout. We started with her feet, because she just, you know, I was just sort of placing her on the keys, and she loved that her motion was creating the sound. And now, when she's on my lap, she gets it right away. So we improvise together. It'd be great for her to be anything other than a pianist, but it'd be wonderful if she was a pianist too. I think, I don't know, she already has heard so much piano repertoire and crazy things that most people don't even know, she's been listening to and falling asleep to. I guess we'll see what she decides she loves.
Now, he did mention to me that he was thinking maybe a banker.
Yes, exactly.
She likes to stack.
That would be the most utilitarian thing for us. No, just to support her.
In terms of supporting the family.
Support her 2 elderly pianist parents. Yeah, she's definitely better, but
that's a good
thing to say. That's a great answer.
But we try to share everything. I mean, I would say probably early in the relationship, yes, which is just a natural thing between pianists who are getting to be friends, even if they're getting to be romantic friends. But it really grew beautifully into sort of just mutual support. She hears everything I play because we live in the same house, and she walks by but she'll turn to me and say, you know, I think there's a crescendo there that you're missing, or I'll coach you on that later, you know. So we have a very sort of mutually beneficial musical relationship. Oh, maybe movies. I guess I like movies. Is that what you were?
Yeah,
yeah. I love, especially now. It's Halloween when we're recording this, so I'm a big horror movie fan, which probably singles me out. Not many classical musicians like that stuff. I didn't have television in the house. They got rid of it, so that's why maybe movies became so important to me later when I was finally at home. But finally at school. But we used to watch Star Trek. I like when Worf tells Picard in First Contact, "If you were any other man, I'd kill you where I stand." So
that's a good quote.
It's a good quote. Yeah.
Goes along with the horror theme.
Yeah. Here, I draw the line here and now. Okay, so that's Picard.
You haven't.
Yeah.
So do you think you will follow your parents' no TV rule with your daughter?
Probably.
Have you thought about that?
I think so. We don't have television in the house now. Yeah, I mean, they're both geniuses, both amazing, inventive, and sort of such creative people. And both pieces. This I'm just playing a short variations on one of Gershwin's songs that Gershwin wrote. He was taking a tour and needed something else to play along with Rhapsody in Blue, I think, is sort of the story. And it's funny. It's a very funny piece. It's got all kinds of sort of jokes at modern music. One of the first variations is it's probably supposed to sound like what Schoenberg variation on I Got Rhythm would be, and it's filled with humor that you can't miss. I mean, you'll hopefully enjoy the excitement of it. And the Ravel Concerto is maybe more of a serious piece. It's a full 3-movement piano concerto, and but it's also influenced in the same way that Gershwin was with American music and jazz, and it's filled with definitely Gershwin's inspiration. Because I know Ravel met Gershwin and went to America and heard the music and was saying that jazz was where a lot of his inspiration was coming. I mean, he was inspired by everything from Eastern music, Spanish music. Everything he was taking it and making it his own. And this is a lot of great jazz stuff, but it's fully French and fully Ravel the whole time.
Right.
I think they're inspired. They're concert pieces inspired by jazz and taking elements of jazz sounds and jazz colors, but they're not supposed to be like an improvisation on stage. So I don't want to pretend like I'm improvising it or I'm embellishing it at the same time. I'm trying to just present it just in the truest form, like how I think it is. I think the swing and the jazz of the music is there already and doesn't need to be sort of superimposed with another layer of sort of attitude, I guess.
Right.
I know some anecdotes, like the story of him talking to Ravel for lessons, and they compared salaries, and Ravel said, "Oh, I should be studying with you."
So now we've moved Orion to the piano keyboard, and he has the I Got Rhythm variations up on the music stand. What part of this fun little piece is your favorite part to play, and why?
It's a good question. Now I was thinking about it, but maybe I'm not sure. I like the tune at the beginning.
Okay, could you play that so the audience could watch?
So after the clarinet plays a little bit of it. That's it, sort of the introduction, and then the piano comes in. So that's the tune. It's a lot of fun to play. The piano plays all these seemingly random notes. I'll just show you. So the piano's playing that, and then the orchestra. So it all sort of lines up together. But it sounds like what the piano is doing is just crazy. He's playing with all the aspects of the melody. Just taking this idea and turning it every possible way. Like here I play the same time. It's the same. Then upside down. So he sort of finds every way, and then he also realized is the same if you do one step up. It's all the black notes. I end up playing.
Okay. It's all pentatonic. Oh.
So yeah, he has fun with yeah, exactly. And that's actually the same way the Ravel concerto starts, with this kind of two keys at once. Ravel concerto starts with at the same time as so there's a shared idea right there.
Right.
Two keys at once.
I mean, bitonal.
Yeah, people were doing that. It's the same when Rite of Spring, you hear E major and E flat major. It's the same, I guess the same kind of idea. You hear there's a part where you hear the melody going in two different directions at once. The right hand plays, left hand plays. They sort of can't decide, and they go that direction.
Do you have a favorite part, a part that you really look forward to?
I really like. There's a whole sort of dancing, jazzy section. With all these changing rhythms. So that's it. That's just fun to play. All the
polyrhythms,
all the accents. Yeah, exactly. Then there's an amazing cadenza where one of the tunes from earlier, which is sort of like the blues tune, I guess. That's the tune. Always answered by these sort of mocking things.
Interestingly, the first three notes of that are the same as I Got Rhythm, right?
Absolutely. You know, I was thinking the same thing. Yes.
Yeah.
I wonder, you know?
It's pentatonics ubiquitous.
Right, exactly. And then he turns it into a cadenza. And there's later on what I think is maybe an imitation of a musical saw.
Huh.
You hear this sort of wobbling.
Huh.
We were talking about movements with just one idea. The second movement has, I mean, it's a huge idea, and it sort of feels, but it really feels like one long trip, one long line, and it changes and goes through different places, but the whole time there's this thing which sounds like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, but then the right hand comes in twice as slow. It has to end at some point, and it does.
Right.
Yeah. There's an amazing English horn solo where I play. There's the same theme as before, and the piano just plays these sort of filigree. But I shouldn't start because there's no good place to stop here either. And the last movement is over almost before you know it, but it's this crazy, sort of panicked, like people running out of a fire feeling. Yeah, I mean in a good way. It's like people running through the streets, all these different characters that keep appearing, and a lot of sort of same kind of jazz dances, some things, or like American dances. And the opening passage is really tricky. I could show you how that works. You're playing what ends up being a lot of the tune of the movement. It's pretty simple, but he divides it between two hands. And then you also play things with the outsides of the hands. And it's faster than that, so... That's hard. So that's the piece, and it has a big ending, and the third movement ends just how it started, with this. That's how it starts, and that's how it ends.
And what would you like the audience to be thinking while you're up there on stage tonight?
Oh, just. I mean, this music is all it's in our ears already. Growing up in America, we hear all this stuff. Even if you don't hear maybe these exact pieces, you hear the sounds, the feelings, ideas, and just enjoy it, I think. Yeah.